Soulio, please do share with us how deep tech is deployed within your business, and more importantly, how has it helped in you enhancing your services to the customers in Lao? Soulio, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Actually, we just started to integrate deep tech into our services to improve our customer experience. Most of the use case that we have so far. Couple of the example that we use. For example, now we have many million data points where how much time people spend at the shopping mall, supermarket, or a particular restaurant or the nightclub. What we do is we integrated the deep tech to make sure that if you are as a customer, you are entering the supermarket, right? So then we know that in this particular time, people would spend amount of time shopping or doing grocery shopping. We would recommend our driver to go there at the particular time. So then the customer really reduce the waiting time of the customer to get the taxi services in everywhere 24 hours. Another case of example that we have is at night, especially that we see people cannot wait. The cancellation time at night for us before integrated the deep tech is about 20%, because people go out at night drinking, choice change really quickly. You request a taxi, you cannot wait 5 minutes, then you just just walk there, just cancel. After we integrated the deep tech, the waiting time reduced it to 3 minutes, and then the cancellation time reduced from 20% to only 4 to 5% on the busiest night, like Friday night and Saturday night. That's how we improve the experience of the customer when they use. But for the customer side, it seemed like something never happened accidentally, but in fact is the deep tech that helped them. Another case that we use is for our driver as well. So because people are working at night, they want to know what is the expect volume or booking they might get, right? If the busy is nice, they would stay longer to make more income. And we can predict the area where, if we know that this restaurant, we have customer went there, 500 people went there buy our services. So we can recommend our driver, we know that area they close at
Soulio, I think your mic may have been muted by accident.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. We recommend our driver to go to the area that might serve our customer, go back to before, right? They would be able to, we would be able to predict for them, okay, just go to this restaurant or this area, you will get more customer because we see more of our customer go there, something like that. We do this entirely with the deep tech. We don't use any manual process at all. That's improve our customer experience and also improve our revenues as well.
Thank you very much, Soulio. So, we are hearing another element of how the use of deep tech AI has helped, not just on the end user part, but more importantly, I think the business partners are also reaping the benefits as well. So thank you very much for your sharing. Because as the Vice President in the Lao ICT Commerce Association, how do you see deep tech then influencing the local businesses in Lao? And from your perspective, what more do you think is needed to help them grow as we look into the future economy?
Yes, I see the data will be really potentially help a lot of local business, especially in Laos. In between our organization or our association, we also encourage people to keep all the data possible on every business. For us, is the data will be only something that will help to reduce the cost, even during marketing improving the service. Because when you have the data, the decision is easier and you understand your customer better. And when you improve your products based on your customer, then you are more likely to retain the customer that need. But one thing that I like to share the situation about Lao is that most of the business still struggling on keeping their data, and we see the data as the oil, but we just don't have refinery manufacturing, to reuse that data. For us, is each small business get access to a useful data, either from the private sector or public sector, they will be able to do their business more efficiently and reduce their costs. For example, that what LOCA is trying to do at the moment is that we try to get people to go eat at the restaurants and to experience the food. But now we just have the second lockdown, so this program is being paused a little bit, so that we know that, okay, a customer likely to go to this type restaurant, so then we can use the same data to get the same customer to go to more restaurants that don't have access to the same customer. So that's how can we distribute the revenues, not the revenue, but the income to other businesses that never have access to the same kind of customer. For example, if you have the restaurant inside the city, the rent is really, really expensive. But if you have the restaurant is a little bit outside of the center area, you might not have access to this same customer. So what we did is we try to get the customer, our existing customer that go to the city center, to go beyond that, to expand their footprint to more businesses that are not located in the center area. So that's how we can distribute the income to more restaurants outside of the city as well. And we also plan to include many more sectors, not just the food, but right now we are testing with the food service, because that is the first thing that we can starting with. Also the other area as well, the deep tech and the data is really important, because right now we hit in the second wave, and the only data we have is just the number waiting for the government to publish every day, but people don't have access to real-time tracings and other kind of like other countries that have. That's how I see the potential the data would be benefit for Laos.
Thank you very much. I think when you talk about deep tech and also the potential it has for especially the developing countries, definitely that whole potential is there. Of course, with the necessary safeguards and privacy and the whole management and engagement of data, as what our other speakers were sharing, becomes important as well. Thanks very much for sharing this.